everybody. Happy you could all be here. Hopefully, my fellow Canuckians are back online. So for those you don't know, there was a huge internet outage in Canada that started yesterday morning on one of basically the three like wireless internet providers that we have in Canada. It's a shitty setup, a shitty situation. Canadians play way too much for like mobile stuff and everything. Anyway, and one of them, the Rogers network, just capped itself. So a bunch of Canadians, about like I don't know, it's like close to half, because I think Rogers is the biggest one, of Canadians didn't have phone, television, internet access, and it lasted for about 24 hours. It looks like they're back online now. Looks like they're back online now, so hopefully all the fellow Canuckians are back, but, yeah, cable internet as well. Yeah, so, I mean, so mobile, but also, like, wired internet and everything. Didn't affect me, because I'm on a different provider, so that was good. 24 hours without internet TV sounds like medieval times. I know, right? Like, what a terrible, terrible fate. Oh, life was awful. Only have to play offline games. I would have been, like, really freaked out, about it. I actually don't know. Like, I think if it had been Bell, yeah, I think I would have been completely offline and cut off over here. Maybe we could have used a Kiss for Lux data plan? No, because she's on a reseller, so it was essentially she's on a reseller, but they still go through Bell as well, so yeah, we would have been screwed there, so, I don't know. Orbital Bombardment, ASMR, exactly. Hopefully the background now, oh, they might be a little loud. Hey, you guys let me know if it's too loud in the background. We'll talk about the game in just a second. Before we do, though, refresh faster. Fenris the 7th, thank you very much for that extremely generous donation. Thank you. Long-time viewer, just dropping a little sign of my appreciation for many hours of fun and entertainment, helped me through some difficult years of unemployment and depression. Dude, well, I'm hoping things are going better. I definitely, yeah, I mean, I said it before, and I'll say it a million times more, but doing this and interacting with people like this really helps me, and the fact that I'm constantly actually having to struggle with depression and stuff, and it's a real big problem. And seems to be quite prevalent in people maybe with our interests, probably because, you know, it's a solitary activity you can do when you're not feeling like being around other people or something like that. So we hear that a lot. Yeah, so I hope you're doing better. I hope everyone out there is doing okay. I'm a little bit warm, so I'm just going to go shrug this off. Oh yeah, Westworld, there should be more. Sorry, I guess they're not scheduled. I'll have to take a look at that, because there's certainly some more. We'll get some Westworld for you guys real soon here. I'll try to do it maybe after the stream if I can hopefully remember. We've got some subs and resubs coming in, so let's take a look at those real quickly. We've got Burko Blade, who has resub for 38 months. Aegeon is at 47 months. Axelay Prime's at 53. Henzu's at 68, with the message soon. Yondar is at 22 months. Rhyme Pendragon is at 85. Pohen Malta is at 30 months, resub with Prime. You remember that Prime subscription? I got Amazon Prime Video basically for you and the Grand Tour. I mean, yeah, I think I had Amazon Prime for delivery, so I didn't explicitly sign up for Prime Video. But I would have for Ground Tour, and then eventually I would have for the boys as well, which is quite good. This actually, we watch a lot of stuff on Prime. When we get together for dinner, the family here, what we watch is the OG hardcore gangster that is Rick Steves' Guide to Europe travel show. Rick Steves, God, we love that guy so much. Unfortunately, they only have, I think, 3 or 4 seasons on Amazon Prime, and I think we've just run out of that. Such a shame. Love me some Rick Steves. What a guy. What a guy. Yeah! Love some Rick Steves. Exactly. We got Zinthia, who's resub for 81 months. Abiz DaFuzz is at 31. Salty Old Badger is at 20 months. Classic Brad is at 39. Hastings at 55 months. Slimy Grady is at 37 months. What a strange 30-plus hour national nightmare Rogers Communications brought on us all. Happy to have my service back, but yeesh. Well, Slim, I'm really happy the Rogers internet is back in time for my stream, because otherwise it would have been disappointing not to have everyone around. Giga Kilo's at 44 months, Tracer's at 37, Morecore has got a 2-year Twitch anniversary at 24 months, Fenris has got a resub at 4 months, Grumpy Oldies at 22, let's hope the internet in Canada stays up the entire stream, Nash Toysta's at 36 months, there's a 3-year Twitch anniversary, Juna's at 62, and he says, all I want to do is mine. Yeah, we'll get you mining in RimWorld shortly. Christopher's just restubbed for 40 months. Planko Steel's at 2 years as well with 24. Persian Aurora's at 40 months. Redding Medic is at 92 months. And just now, Sagacious Zed is at 64 months. Nothing like nice round number, 2 to the power of 6. Thank you very much, Sagacious Zed, for that. And we got a new sub using that Prime. Gip. Thank you very much, Gip. Okay, let's cook some food, baby. So for you, those of you guys who weren't here on Wednesday and may not know what Space Food Truck is, this is a 1 to 4 player cooperative game where you are flying a space food truck around the galaxy looking for rare ingredients and then cooking some meals and then delivering them at appropriate planets. It's a card game. It's basically a deck building card game. It could probably be a real life physical board game. It's not. This is not a digital adaptation of a physical board game, but it could be. You could easily make a deck to do that. Oh, Air did beat it on penalties. Great. Yeah, I was following it on Twitter. I saw they were going to penalties, but then I had to work, you guys. God, my life is so hard and difficult. Yeah, so the blue lines are actually everywhere we've traveled. At the top, these are the meals we have to complete. We've already cooked the black hole soup, and in fact, delivered it. We had to deliver it over here at planet Spinus. The locals don't think the name of their planet is funny, no matter how many times you say it. We are now working on cooking our Entelope Souffle, which we have to deliver over here at Theron. Ravaged by a catastrophic storm once a year, reconstruction is Theron's primary industry. We have not yet added the golden syrup to the Entelope Souffle, but the chef does have the ingredient in his deck, so we should be able to finish it relatively quickly, and then it's going to be a little trip over here to deliver it. However, before we head on to Theron, first what we're going to do is we're going to travel over to Vance Elgri in the Hi-Fi system. Elgresi will violently regurgitate anything they don't like, so you'll at least want some goggles, and keep your mouth closed. We got a word somewhere. Was it here? Might have been where the current system, which is ka. Don't leave out a ka. Don't want people expecting you on ka when you're really headed for ka. Very important. I think there is a ka system somewhere in here, but I don't know. Anyway, we got word that the Great White Truffle, which is a very rare ingredient that we do need for our final dish, it's only found on one planet. Well, we happen to know where it is, so we're gonna have to take a little side trip over here to pick that up for our hot baguito, and then we're gonna head over to the Theron system. Hopefully not getting too much trouble along the way. Things can go bad incredibly quickly here in this game, but so far we've done okay. We did have some scary periods. We did take 1 hit point of damage at some point. Your ship starts with 5 hit points, you lose when it goes to 0, but currently we have full shields, which is great. It's currently the captain's turn. It's very important the captain move the ship because, first of all, there's currently an invasion going on in the system. In the background, you can see... I can't remember what the guy's name is, but yeah, there are space invaders here, and if we don't leave the planet in 3 turns, we'll take damage. Plus, we need to move around so we can keep refilling our... it was our life support that did the damage. Was it? Did we fail a life support tick? I thought we took some extra damage that got through our shields. Either way, whatever. But right now, the captain doesn't actually have a travel card. We do have a backtrack, which will let us return to a place we've already been, but that's not really what we're looking for right now. Luckily, the captain does have a lot of cards to do some deck manipulation here, so I think okay. So first, we're going to play the Claw to pull a non-job card from our discard pile. I'm going to use the Claw to grab the Claw. I will play the Claw to pick up the Claw of Duty. The Claw of Duty lets us pick anything from our discard pile. And yes, I said duty. Before we pick what that is, I'm going to use my Power Glove here to draw 2 cards and see what we get. X-Ray Burnalizer and another The Claw. Again, we can't use The Claw to pick up the job cards. We can pick up the Diploma Bot, although we don't have a crisis to resolve right now. We can use it to grab an Unamas remote, which we might do. Okay. We can use the Claw of Duty to pick up an engage, which is very important. So we're gonna be great with that. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Ask Around to reveal what's on the path here. Now, we know we're basically on our trip to Vance Elgri here. We have to go... We're basically going directly through here, so that's not really going to change anything. But then after we do that, we're going to want to go and head towards the second planet. So there are a few paths we could take to get there. So I'm just going to pop a couple of planets along the way to see if there's any dangers. Rousing Speech over here. This is a positive event. It will let us draw more cards, so that wouldn't be bad. What about Pluto 2 over here? Handyman to do some free repairs. That's excellent. We have no choice really but to go through this system more or less, so I don't think there's no reason really to investigate it, but I'll go over here and check that. A pep talk. Hey, these are great events. Okay. All right, that's a little bit of useful information. Okay, we're gonna use... Okay, well, hang on. I can use the Claw to pick up an Unamas, which I think is fine. Yeah, because we'll probably want to give someone else a card, if not ourselves. I suppose I could use the Gamma Toaster to blow something up, but no. And then we're going to use the Claw of Duty to pick up an engage. Okay. Now, we need at least 3 energy to get to our destination. We've already got 2 loaded in here, actually. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably engage using the Quantum Beam's power to get to our target destination. I'm going to leave these cards in my hand right now in case we get an event on the way that we need to deal with. Could use the Claw to draw the Pest and pet it. Okay, let's engage using the power from the Quantum Beams to fill our FTL drive to 3. And yeah, the route we're going to take is this, and we're not going to dock at any system along the way, but we're going to get 2 random events there. 2 random events along the way. So fingers crossed that it doesn't go too bad. Punch it! Pluto 2, definitely a planet. Oh, we got a handyman here! That's lovely! Wow, we're getting all the good events! We're playing on the hard difficulty, which actually waits the Galaxy to have a lot more dangerous events. I'm going to fix the Engineer's Draw Pod, because it really sucks. Well, there's literally nothing else to repair. Okay. And we're going to punch it. We're not going to dock here. The space food truck portion of the stream Salantir is going to last until we finish it, which I don't think will take too long. Ah! Okay. We're skunked here. FTL drive smells funny. Discard 1 power to run a filtration cycle, or we'll have to dump the rest of our charge. Now, it wouldn't be the end of the world if we were stopped here. It wouldn't be the end of the world. But we'd rather not, I think. So I'm going to burn the Unamas remote to dodge this, maintaining our FTL power so that I can punch it and continue on to our journey. And arrive Vance Elgri, where there is the Great White Truffle, and no event otherwise. So we definitely need to make sure to pick this up, because we need it for our final dish. That's going to be great. Other than that, we're just picking up some value cards. We love Diploma Bots. Even if there's no disaster, you know, a 2/2 card is pretty nice to have in your hand. I'll probably grab the Silk, an Aegis battery. The Flux Inverter does enable really cool stuff. Yeah, alright, we'll grab that, because it'll give us some flexibility. So we'll resupply. Oh, you know what? I should just drop the Dark Turnip. We don't need another Dark Turnip. Right now, our decks are rich enough that we can afford somewhat more expensive cards, and it's not like the Spun Silk is even that expensive. So we've resupplied. Now, it would be great if I could backtrack, because if we could backtrack, we'd backtrack to here. But unfortunately, I don't have enough power to play it. So I'll just play the X-Ray Burnalizer, look at my next 4 cards, and choose one to burn. To me, the Hall Pass, no point. We've got the Diploma Bots, we've even got Captain Orders available, so we're going to destroy the Hall Pass, thin out the Captain's deck a little bit, and go to the next phase, where the Captain will have to make a purchase. I think the Captain is just going to buy the Diploma Bot. Although, Captain's the only one with one. Right, the Chef had one, but he got blown up by an event. I suppose, I mean, spreading them out, I guess it doesn't matter, but in a sense, this may increase the odds that someone draws it, you know, every 4 cycles. Yeah, I think this is fine. Captain will do that. We'll end turn. The truffle is expensive. Assuming the chef doesn't have to lose a card, they will be able to afford it, which is great, because ultimately that's the easiest place for it to be. Ah! Now here's a question. Why do we keep our life support pod on the outside of our freaking ship? So that got busted, so we're going to lose an HP every 4 turns until that's fixed. And we take a shield damage, but, you know. Okay, we have the golden syrup. Unfortunately, to cook, we need to use 2 power. And we can't use the golden syrup's power itself to cook. So we can't cook the golden syrup right now, which is fine. We're not in a rush to do it. But we have no deck manipulation whatsoever we can do here. The chef can do nothing. Didn't fit inside the ship. Got other stuff there that could break. There was some speech last time from the engineer saying to keep the life support outside to prevent the chef from bumping into it and wrecking it. Okay, that's true. There is a random event you get where the chef bounces around and breaks things. Maybe he can't break the life support. And that's the flavor reason for it. So yeah, the chef's got nothing to do but to end turn. And the chef will purchase the Great White Truffle. Pungent, woody, perfect for anyone who likes smelly trees. And end turn. You have life support outside the ship because if we'd be inside, you would need space support. That sounds like a Kerbally thing. Oh, okay. We got a short circuit. Okay. I don't think our shields are supposed to spark like that. Discard 4 power to reboot or shields were completely emptied. So it's 4 power to avoid losing 5 shields and then having our hull being vulnerable. I think that's worthwhile, especially... Well, actually, the scientist doesn't have anything to use its power for anyway. We'll discard a Spun Silk and a hull pass. And then we can dodge the damage. That seems fine. Can the engineer fix something on his turn? He's got the Burnalizer. He does have duct tape, which is going to be enough to fix life support. And he's got a trusty wrench. I'm trying to figure out who to Unamas. I don't think it's worth Unamas and the captain because there's a chance... I don't think we can see what's in our draw pile. I can click on this, but it just shows me my hand on discards. So I don't know what's in there. Because there might be a chance we could draw something semi-useful, but we don't know. So I think I'm going to Unamas. How's the captain? Or do you have mobility? You've got a backtrack and an engage. Huh. I don't know who we need to Unamas. Right now I can't afford to buy anything other than the Spun Silk, but that's not really a problem. Although, it might be nice if the scientist could pick up an Aegis battery. Yeah, the engineer doesn't need a card. Although I suppose if we hit an event where you're like forced to discard something at random. No, you know what? We have a lot of distance to travel. I'm going to give the captain another card. Give him a little bit more flexibility. Give her a little bit more flexibility. Hey, named Moose! Hang on a second here. I guess I'll grab a Spun Silk. Although you have a lot of silk. Part of me is thinking about just eating the hull pass right now. We'll grab that. That's going to be fine. What was that message? Name Moose, thank you. Cooking is fun. Most moose just eat their vegetables raw, but I've learned from humans that cooking them can improve them. I've never tried it on a spaceship, though. Captain's press shot, low on power by looks, yeah. What we've never done is we've never unlocked the captain's card, which I think is from the scientist lab. We haven't even revealed it, but there's a card here that immediately gives you like 3 power and acts as an engage, which is really handy. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to duct tape, which will fix life support. So that's done. Good old duct tape gets the work done. We do have a tiny bit more damage. Well, just 1 point of shield. So clearly we can trusty wrench plus the silk and then we'll be okay. So I'm going to Burnalizer, and we're going to burn away a Taste of the Future. Get that out of our deck. Nice. Maximum Overdrive, that's what it's called. Yeah, great name. So we'll use the trusty wrench plus the raw silk, cap out the shields. Again, our ship is in great shape right now. Next phase. I'm going to grab the Flux Inverter for the engineer, because sometimes the engineer needs to do a lot of repairs in 3 power, and sometimes he doesn't, so we'll just have the extra money, and that's going to be okay. Plus, I think it makes sense for the engineer to have access to a Flux Inverter. That's going to be good. Okay. Captain's turn. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Asteroid, take 2 damage. Well, we had plenty of shield, so that's okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I guess I'm going to use all my power just doing the backtrack. Which is kind of annoying. Or, I mean, 1, 2, 3. So I can get here with an engage, or I can get here with a backtrack. I could, with an engage, go 1, 2, 3, and hit the handyman. Which I guess does move us a little bit closer. We don't need the repairs right now. But I guess that's the thing to do. Because it'll get us a little closer to our target. So engage, plus Diploma Bot for 2 power, plus this for 1 power. I'd rather have just used it for, like, its actual use, but... Oh yeah, and more cards, you're right, because it's a new position. What I wanted to do is backtrack and then do an engage, but we had no power. Oh wait, hold, yeah. Another Old World. I would like to do some more Old World Blues. That's the Hearts of Iron 4 mod, which is excellent. Oh, we do need shields, you're right. Punch it, you're right. I forgot that we actually did have damage, because we got the damage here. We didn't at the start of the captain's turn, but then after that event, we do need some recruiter. So here we are at Pluto 2. Handyman. And we'll dock the ship. These Burnalizers are always great. I mean, I should have had a little more power, but it's fine. And then we'll grab a couple of Roth Silks here, just to have a full resupply. What's the text on Pluto 2? Oh, definitely a planet this time. Yeah, nice. I can teleport someone around. I mean, I suppose I could teleport and do some sort of card swap, but I don't think that's particularly useful. Ideally, the Vexel should be in the chefs, because he can taste test, like, and just eat the Vexel. But I'm worried about the captain getting locked out of the bridge, which would be very bad. So, we're just going to stay here for safety. And the captain's going to buy... Actually, the Burnalizer is really good for the captain, because the captain doesn't generally need a lot of power, as I've said before. And wants to keep the deck, like, thin and working. I mean, this is the 3rd Burnalizer over there, but... I mean, at some point you start Burnalizing Burnalizers. We have no choice but to add a card to our deck every time. So no matter what, the deck gets a little bit bigger. Yeah, I could have teleported the chef... You're right, actually, I could have teleported the chef to the captain. Because if the chef's not in the kitchen, it's not the end of the world. That's a good point. Although, yeah, look at that, the door being closed. On the other hand, by being here, we can have the chef do some cooking. Well, let's taste test first. I will... I'm going to grab the free sample, and I'll just discard the Unamas. I'm going to pull a card from someone else's deck into my hand, and then they get to draw a new one. So the fried fructose is a good candidate because we do want it in a chef's hand at some point. It's nice that it's got power, but right now the engineer doesn't have a repair card. He could draw one with the Unamas, but that's about it. So we'll do that, or I could pull the Hall Pass, which isn't terribly useful. For the captain... Okay, you have an engage. You don't need the backtrack, but I'm not going to pull the job card. I mean, yeah. Suppose I could yoink the toaster. I could take one of these. Oh, the scientist has nothing useful to do on their turn. Maybe I should just yoink the Taste of the Future into the chef's hand so that the chef is going to be able to, like, obliterate in the future. Yeah, I think I like that idea. Alright. That way the scientists can actually do a little something on their turn. Now, if I do a cook with the refined silk, I can cook the golden syrup, thereby finishing the antelope souffle, and then I can start cooking the next dish in here. I'm going to start with the blue meat, because that way I keep the great truffle around for utility currently. So we're going to go ahead and throw the blue meat into the ingredients for the hot taquitos. We still need more walnuts. And we can unlock the nitro preservatives later. Actually, maybe some of these are already there. That might not have refreshed this view. Oh no, it did. So I guess we don't have those. Because we had to use walnuts, I think, for the black hole soup. But that's a nice turn. And then I can give a card. Wouldn't mind getting a second engage here or something like that. I think I'm going to give it to the captain. Although, I guess you didn't have a repair card. I mean, you can Aegis Battery. I should have given it to the engineer, the extra card. That was a bit of a mistake, but oh well. Okay. The chef really doesn't need the X-ray Burnalizer, because the chef can process events or cards pretty good. So we're going to give the chef the Aegis Battery for some out-of-turn shield repairs, which is handy. Plus, the battery has 2 power, which is exactly what we need to cook, which is a very convenient number. Crisis! Loosey-goosey! The engineer has lost his number 10 Hex Fastener, and our axial fan is making some ominous creaking noises. Scientists and the chef have 12 turns to help find the fastener in the workshop, where the chef takes 2 damage. Hopefully we can Diploma Bot that, and it won't be too bad. Let's Burnalizer the scientist. I do think I want to Burnalize in general here. I think I'm going to get rid of one of the Spun Silks. Scientist has a ton of silk, so power generation is not the problem. Right now the problem is drawing cards that do things. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And just go to the next phase. And I guess I'll grab the Burnalizer here. People talking about RimWorld modding in the chat. Alright, engineer's turn. Another crisis! A Rickman space-time opens in the lab, and through it steps the scientist's mustached doppelganger. He quickly begins building something and refuses to answer questions. We have 12 turns to confront him, or the ship will take some damage. So, I can open Una Mas myself. Our damage right now is only the bridge door, though, so it's not critical. I'm going to Una Mas the captain, and what we're hoping for is the captain will get one of her 2 Diploma Bots. So actually, I am happy that I Una Mas the captain. Shields are fine. There's nowhere I have to be. Guess that's that. And we'll just pick up a Spun Silk. Okay. This run is going pretty well. Another crisis! Okay, I'm gonna Burnalize the captain. I am thinking about Burnalizing the Claw. It's hard because, to a certain extent, the Claw is sort of a neutral card, but there's going to be time when my discard pile is empty or doesn't have anything useful to put in. So I think I'm going to burn the Claw just to increase the chance that the captain gets the cards that actually are critical. And we do have 2 Claws, yeah. Now, I'm thinking about Burnalizing again, but I think I'll draw first. Yeah. I'm going to Una Mas remote myself, because this way the Burnalizer will see 2 different cards. I wonder if they're in order. Did I know there was an engage on the top because it was at the left? Perhaps. So presumably I'm going to draw a Diploma Bot next. I don't think I destroy anything here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Gamma Toaster a Gamma Toaster. That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to engage for 2, and then I'll be able to engage for more there. It'd be nice if I had more FTL charge as a cap. We'll have to see if we can do some more upgrades over there. Because the great thing would have been Gamma Toaster a Gamma Toaster to double its power, and then engage for 4 and eliminate some of these Gamma Toasters. But unfortunately, we can't quite do that. So I'm going to engage with 2 power, and then we'll engage again. So it means we can dock somewhere. We're going to go here. So that's the system Chemo Atho, an artificial planet commissioned by Chemoium the Wise for a really good reason, one assumes. And then we're going to go to Inversia, home of the Inside Out people. Viewer discretion advised. So we're going to plan on docking there, then we'll engage for 2 power again, and make our way towards the second planet so we can deliver the souffle. Hope everyone's staying hydrated. Hey, Big Pharma. Yeah, this is a great game. So yeah, rousing speech. Everyone draws a card. Punch it. So this is a planet we don't know what event is here. pep talk. So random player draws a card. Okay. So we really don't care about the raw silks here. Although I don't particularly care about the hall pass either. So I think the raw silk is better than the hall pass at this point. So we'll just resupply with this. And then we'll engage for 2 more. So this system here will have a pep talk. And then I guess it doesn't matter which of these 2 I go to because it's going to connect there. But we have no preview in either case. So we'll end up going this way. It doesn't make a difference. There's not a board game version of this, and there really could be, because it's clearly just drawing from a deck of events, right? Flung! Punch it! So here we don't know what we're going to get. Space-time flies. Ah! Reduce all our crisis timers by 4. At least it's not time is relative, because that triggers all of the events. It just sets them to 0, so they would all explode. But this does shorten the amount of time we have to respond to things, which isn't great.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
It's whiskey and chocolate. That scared me. I don't know why. Hey, no one! As of today, I'm officially a sprout, so I guess you need to throw me in the pot, even though we cook best under dry heat. Yeah, boiled Brussels sprouts are kind of terrible. You want to roast them or pan fry them? Mm-hmm. So no one coming in at 48 months. Yeah! 4-year Twitch anniversary. Nice. We also got a resub from Shadow the Impure at 50 months. A Bert Van Pol is at 19. Hardcore Ginger's at 89. Pharynx is at 19 months. Thank you there. Cool Fatso's at 17 months. Andy Arm is resub for 3 months. And Hanfmeyer is at 2 months. Sorry for butchering all your names. I am terrible. I'm going to get rid of both these raw silks. At least. There's another one as well. We're going to grab these 2. We don't need any of these ingredients, so yeah, I'll just resupply with this. Name butchery. And that's the captain's turn. But yeah, now time's a little bit tight. Luckily, we do know we're going to get 2 diploma bots on the captain's next draw. So that's going to help. And then with the captain, I do like the idea of a power glove, probably more than anything else, even though the Aegis battery is, more powerful. But the power glove to get the critical cards in the captain's hand in a timely manner. I really feel like that's what the captain's got to focus on. Because you got to make sure you draw that engage every time. Still 4 to 5 months from Sprout season. Chef's turn. Boom! Sweat pours down the engineer's enormous forehead. Cut the red wire, the blue one. Discard 4 power to choose wisely, or the ship takes 3 power. Or 3 damage. Now we can soak 3 damage because of our shields. But I don't see any reason why the engineer doesn't, or the chef doesn't just burn the raw silk over here. Chef's not in any rush to cook any food. And he's got tons of card manipulation. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and dodge that damage. So we've got ways to make people draw cards, and then we've got ways to burn cards from their hand as well. 2 diploma bots, backtrack, claw of duty. I don't know if I can check. Can I check the captain's discard pile? Okay, they can claw on duty the engage back, which is good, but I'm still wondering about making the captain draw another card here. I suppose the first thing to do is actually to taste test. Let me do this first. I'm going to take this, I'm going to just discard the Unimos, and then I'll taste test again. I'm actually considering burning one of the cooks, but maybe not. Take the Aegis battery, discard the cook. So I can destroy a card from someone's hand. Including my own, so I could burn the leftovers. I'm wondering for the engineers, we kill the raw silk. I don't really want to kill anything from the captain. Actually, what if I get rid of the captain's orders? You know what? I think I like that. Because it can be handy, but again, we're hoping we can use the diploma bot to deal with the crises as much as possible. So I'm going to do that. Shrink the captain's deck a little bit. Yeah, reveal, get some ask around and stuff. That's really nice. And then that's it. Nothing to do for the chef. Mechanic had a taste of the future. We could have done that, but I think the mechanic was okay. And right now, I'm not worried about our damage situation. The mechanic's got a pretty good deck. I'm mostly just worried about lack of mobility screwing us all of a sudden. I'm just going to grab, like, a hall pass here, which is not a very tempting item in general. Everyone's got enough money overall. I'll just take the hall pass with the expectation that we're going to burn it away later on. I'm effectively treating it as the leftovers right now. Crisis, Dragon Sweat. Whipping up a batch of Dragon Sweat hot sauce, the chef made a horrible miscalculation. An extra pinch of Space Dragon Pepper is overheated mixture, which could burn right through the ship if we can't neutralize it. Okay, so we have, like, all the events simultaneously. Oh, I have a Mimikyu. Oh, that's great. Because first thing I'm going to do is I'm in Mimikyu to copy a Diploma Bot. 100% easy decision, I think. I'm going to use this. I think this is the least at 4. It's hard to tell. I think that's a 5. Yeah, there we go. It's hard with the pop-up. But we're going to go and deal with the first crisis that could trigger. Done. Okay. Now, I want to break through to reduce the captain's cost by 2. The mutate will also be useful, but I want to get the the maximum overdrives for the captains, so we're going to do some research there. And I'll research for lots of power. Captain's orders? Really? So the overdrives are the last 2? Yeah, so it insta-fills your overdrive. Yeah, I think we want both of those in there. They're just too handy. Oh, we have to unlock the Nitro Preservative. Oh, I don't have enough anymore. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, so I'm fine with that. We will have to unlock this, but that's going to be okay. And next phase... What currency to use on Pluto? Starbucks? Oh, Zanguini. Terrible. Maybe an Aegis battery for the scientist. Alright, Mr. Engineer. Door busted. I think we do still have a Vexel? The captain at least has got one. I can Claw of Duty, which lets us pull anything. And we've got Vexels there, too. I'm wondering about Claw of Dutying... Well, I guess I could Claw of Duty the Claw and then the X-Ray Burnalizer. Like, I could also draw a job card. But yeah, I think there might be 3 Vexels out there. How's the repair situation? Just a couple of doors, which is not a big deal. Yeah, I think I like this. And I can play this to get the Burnalizer. My X-Ray... Oh! That's actually going to just show me the one card, isn't it? I don't know. It shows the next 4 draws. I wonder if it reshuffles the discard. Aha! It is. Okay. Yeah, we could have picked up the upgrade ship as well to boost the FTL. But I did like to Burnalize, keep things under control. So I'm going to Exterminator for 4, which is, I think, overkill. Yeah, 2 Vexels. But we didn't need it for the repairs. I'll just fix the doors. Because eventually, if all the doors are broken, you get it again, then you start taking damage, which is poor. Okay. Captain's turn. Another crisis! So much Dragon Sweat. Okay, well, I clearly have to Diploma Bot. This one's the next one that's going to pop. And then we'll do this for this one. And at least the others we've got a lot of time to deal with. I'm going to ask around first before I Claw Duty or anything. I mean, technically we could take a long trip around. But... we have Quantum Beans, so I don't need that. I need to find some raw nuts. So I guess what I'll do, because I can always, I can use the backtrack to get back to 3rd planet, but we still need to find the raw nuts somewhere. So mostly I have to ask around it's all relative, which makes all of our events trigger instantly, which may or may not be a problem. I don't know. Breaky Bounce is a damage everything event. Sure thing. Oh, this is quite handy. This reveals a rare ingredient, so I think it will reveal the Rollnuts if we end up there. So that's actually quite handy. I can Claw Duty the Overdrive. Max out the FTL. And let's go here. Punch it! Dingo 23. Okay, we don't need Quantum Beans. We have them. I mean, they belong to the pilots got them, but yeah, no, we're gonna keep punching it to get close to the destination. I wouldn't have mind putting another one in the shop, but that's okay. Oh yeah? Oh, alright. We're still only gonna get to move this one last jump, but it's gonna keep some FTL in for us. Sure thing. Exotic ingredient blueprint. Are these Rollnuts? There you go. Alright. And we're gonna dock over here. Some people don't have a ton of money, but luckily we've got some cheaper silk still in there, so I think I'm going to be fine with that purchase. Next phase. Just going to grab the Gamma Toaster, so we can Gamma Toaster some Gamma Toasters. Yo, dog. Space food truck stops moving to become a space bar. Oh, asteroid, 2 shield damage. The only thing we can do is free sample. I don't suppose the chef's got, or the pilot's got the ingredient in their hand, eh? No. I might just yoink the raw silk out of the engineer's hand to thin that out a bit. I suppose I could steal the Unimos remote from the scientist and then use it. You know what? I think I'm gonna steal the Unimos and then use it on the scientist. Oh yeah, or the hall pass, which we could then burn after. You know what? Maybe I could have just grabbed that, but at least this way I get to play the Unimos on the scientist.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Whiskey and chocolate. Helco, thank you. Orders food from the space food truck. I'll be ready to build some more in just a minute, boss. I don't know if you want. Do you want the antelope souffle, the hawk baguito, or some black hole soup? What sounds the most appealing? Hot baguito just makes me feel like it's a bag of flaming poop for some reason. I think the antelope souffle seems like the most appealing to me, but I'd be very curious about the black hole soup. I guess you could say I'm attracted to the idea of it. What do aliens like to eat when they aren't undied? Unidentified frying objects! Oh, Fenris. Black hole soup might be a bit heavy on your stomach. Oh, we're getting just crisis after crisis, which might be okay. I think we're relatively okay equipped to handle these crises. It'd be better if we hadn't lost our frickin' diploma bot on the chef, but... Alright, I'm gonna power glove the scientist first. Is there anything to foresight? Technically, but not really. We're gonna have, that's what we need to like start blowing up, is these foresights here. I'm just gonna research for max power. Yeah, let me go and unlock the nitro preservatives, because we need that unlocked. I know, like, we can only do one upgrade. The mutates would be fine. I mean, we could get a second breakthrough, but we really don't need more stuff right now. What we need is the nitro preservatate to be available to steal by the chef as early as possible. So let's do that. And next phase. Black hole jokes usually suck, but that one wasn't bad. Oh, Mirathi. That's terrible. I'll just get the silk because it's the most expensive thing. We don't really need anything right now. If the scientists just had, like, 5 cards, and they were just, like, Diploma Bot and, like, 4 Unamasas or something like that, we'd be really happy. We have another second scientist. Alright. Okay. Upgrade ship you play with 1 power, so we'll just play it as is. And we're going to boost the FTL. We could still add more shields, but right now the mobility is starting to help out a lot. We don't have anything to repair. Oh no, 2 shields. Well, I'll trusty wrench with a tiny bit more power. Fix the shields. I'm going to play the flux inverter to flip the value. There you go. Now it's worth more money. And, I don't know. I guess I'll get the Iconium. Scientists are coming in from all over the multiverse. Damn you, Doctor Strange! What did you do? Who's draw pod? Okay, the chefs. Now, before I draw anything, I want to use the clock, because if I draw anything, it'll reset my discard pile, so that's no good. Hold on a sec. So I do have an engage. I don't have a tremendous amount of power. Although, we only have to go 1 more step, so it's really not a big deal. Oh, we gotta bring back the Diploma Bots. Yeah. And then we gotta claw another Diploma Bot. Yeah. Go away, little pop-up. So this one is in 6 turns. This one's in 8 turns. That's the next one. Good. I'm gonna Burnalizer. These are all pretty good, actually. I mean, I guess I could Burnalizer a Burnalizer. At this point. We're still going to have one. We still have toasters that can clear some stuff. Yeah. The Power Glove should draw me some power. I'm trying to remember what was at the top of the queue. Yeah, and then I can Power Glove. You just confirm. I'm just 1 step away, right? And we have to dock there. Oh, and I have power already, so it actually doesn't matter what I draw. Then let's Burnalizer. I'm going to get rid of a toaster. I don't need to Unamas myself. Just going to make sure the chef's got... Yeah, chef's got... Or, sorry, the engineer's got useful cards. I might do it with the chef here, because the chef can get stuff to manipulate other people's stuff. Yeah, you get the Mimi Cube and everything. Yeah, I'm going to Unamas the chef. And then I'll engage. And we're just going to go to Theron and then stop there. I mean, do we actually have to dock there? I think it stops us no matter what, because we have to deliver the dish. I don't think we can just punch it through. I'm not sure. Maybe we could drop off the dish and then keep moving, which might be ideal, but I think it stops us, so I'd rather just save the FTL. Oh, fair warning. Fellow traveler... Oh! He's going to reveal some pirates. That's okay, we weren't planning on going there. Yeah, I could have kept punching it. Diploma Bot, Power Glove, that, and that. Groovy. Next phase. Honestly, I'm wondering about letting the chef pick this one and just giving the Power Glove to the captain. Again, just to make sure we can draw the movements in key times. I think I'm going to do that. Since the chef can afford the Diploma Bot. I mean, so can the engineer, but it's a little further down. We really need these people to draw their ingredients. Well, I mean, the kale doesn't matter. Although, I guess I could have the chef take the kale. just to get it out of the engineer's deck. Let me, we can do some cooking, that's true. We'll note that diploma bots can also be used to skip high school. Yeah, I suppose I could steal the toaster, because I don't think it's terribly useful for the captain. It keeps that deck a little thinner. But yeah, I'm just going to take the Space Kale out of the engineer's deck, because it's not useful for them at all. And the way we lose is if we suddenly get too much damage. Or, what can often screw us as well is if we get stuck in one location, and then we have to buy a ton of leftovers. It's bad. So we're going to throw the Great White Truffle into the pot. Sucks because it is, like, quite valuable for us, generally speaking, but eventually it's got to get cooked. So let's do that now. And yeah, Diploma Bot to the chef. That's going to be great. Captain's position power, of course, needs power lever 10. Yeah, she just keeps putting more on until she can't even move her fingers. It's more of a power stump. Ah, Xanas the Conqueror's here! Okay, that's okay. We can move out of this. That's another way to get screwed. Is you can't move somewhere where Xanas is. Ugh, brutal. So we have a Mimikyu. Well, first I'm gonna Burnalizer. We don't need this many research cards. Because we even have Fast Track available now, I think. We have a couple of disasters. Yeah, non-job cards. So, that's not useful here. You know what? I think I'll just clone the Burnalizer. Since I don't think there's another non-job card that is useful. I can grab the Gamma Toaster, and I could just blow up a Raw Silk, but I think the Burnalizer might be more useful as a way to burn cards. I mean, that's a pretty good one. But yeah, the scientist really is not going to have to do much research anymore. So we've unlocked everything the captain can unlock. We could unlock a fast track, or another breakthrough, another Mimikyu. I don't think we need another duct tape. I think discard dive might be a useful way to steal some ingredients from somewhere else. We want the discard dive available for the chef. I can also discount the mutate, but right now we'll do this. What are these things? Well, free samples is really useful too. So I could do I can do 2 cards from the chef, or I can do 1 card from the chef and a mutate. I think 2 cards from the chef is the way to go. So free samples is just really good deck manipulation in general for everyone. It can be used to pull an ingredient from someone's hand as well, but also grab the discard dive, because there's at least 2, because the captain has the quantum beans and the scientist has the nitro preservatives, and they might end up in someone's discard pile. So we'll grab that. That'll give us a few options to steal that. And I'm just gonna grab the, just because there's a few duplicates. I'm gonna grab the raw silk because it's not very valuable. Yeah, putting a power on a bait built into the engage is actually quite nice. You are right about that here. Boom. Let's see. You know what? We can take this damage because we can use our power more efficiently just doing the repairs. As long as it doesn't do hull damage, which it didn't. And Burnalize. I'm going to get rid of the Hall Pass. That's an easy decision. Oh yeah, the Fructose has got to be ninja'd as well. Forgot about that. We'll duct tape. Trusty wrench. And ship is in perfect condition again. Woo! What, the fructose? Yeah, we'll just get one of the spun silks here. Okay, this is still going quite well. And I think we are near the end. I mean, we only have to pick up the roll nuts and then make our way to planet number 3. And we're done. Alright, Vexel is fine. We've got enough ways to, like, manipulate things that I'm A-okay with that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to engage using the Gamma Toaster. Where are we ending up? Hold on. We want to end up at the Raw Nuts. It's all relative. Okay, hold on. It's all relative will stop all the crises, and there's 2 of them. We don't want to go through that. Yeah, that's gonna be real bad because it'll pop both of these. I mean, it'll only use shield damage, but it won't be great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's definitely a much longer trip. Whereas here, am I right about all relative? I think it is. I think it ends all of our events and we take the damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it's still pretty long. Maybe I should just go out the long way around here. We could backtrack to here. Oh, Brad. I don't have a backtrack. Shit! I'm gonna take the long way around. We can actually move 7 squares this turn. Oh, you thought it was a backtrack, yeah. I'm gonna engage for dose. Teach! Oh, shit. Okay. Thank you, Helco! It was Helco, right? Hang on, refresh it faster. Thank you, Helco, for sending me a spicy Hawaiian pizza. Thank you so much. Every time. Yeah. Start a timer. Yeah, so about 1:30 maybe. All right. Hooey. I think we're talking about food. I mean, the spicy Hawaiian pizza does sound like the sort of thing that we'd be making in this game. Yeah, it's like the old explosion. Yeah, the creeper one. Okay, we're gonna go over here. Bump, 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 bump. Punch it. Hey, it's the Purina system. Sure thing. We wanted more round nuts, but we don't need these. What is the Purina system text? It's a dog eat dog world, so bring extra dog. Punch it. Minecraft LP1. One day, I've really never played Minecraft much. I mean, I bought it when it was like super alpha for cheap, but I never really played a ton of it. Mark one off. Oh, okay. It's going to reveal something somewhere. Oh, it's going to reveal what's in the next system. Okay, so first of all, our current one is Kappa Verde. Their green fire hurts even worse than regular fire. The lesson, don't touch fire on any planet, no matter what color it is. Next system, which is Macronis, named for its chief export, Macaroni-class starships, is going to do a breaky bounce. The chef's going to break something, but I'm fine with continuing going through it. First of all, we kind of have to, and nothing is really badly broken right now, so it should be okay. Chef wants to show off one of his people's favorite dances. Discard 2 power to stop him, or he breaks 2 random items. Oh, I didn't realize we could discard power. I don't have any. I thought he just broke 1 thing, but it's 2, but you can avoid it. So yeah, we'll just have to take the damage because we don't have any power here. Draw pod and lab station, that's fine. We're out of FTL fuel, so we have to dock. Yes, yes, yes. Probably this. I want to discard... You know what? It's nice that it's cheap, but we should mostly be okay. I'll grab that in the flux inverter. Resupply. So now we're going to overdrive. Fill our FTL drive. 2, 3, and 4. We end up with the Rollnet system. Thought I counted 8, but it's... The map generation's a little bit weird because it does overlap things a lot. I think they could have tweaked their the positioning of the systems to avoid some of the overlap. But yeah, we can get all the way to the Walnut system unless we get skunked. Then we have to stop. We're at planet Tinnitus. Mop. Serendipity. Oh, let us know where we find an old ingredient. Except we already know. That's telling us where the Great White Truffle was. I said 7 before? Okay. Quantum Beans. We already have Quantum Beans. And in any case, we want to punch it all the way to the Walnut system. So, let's go. Although, I suppose I could stop. I still haven't engaged my hands. There'd be FDL, but meh. Oh, Eureka! Free unlock! There you go. And punch it one last time. Planet Arudi. Walnuts. Okay. I think I'm gonna ditch the claw. I want the walnuts and I want the power glove. The Exchangetron is nice, but it's not necessarily critical. Especially since it effectively shrinks your hand size by 1. But it does cycle a lot of stuff. We have a lot of really expensive things. Actually, no one can afford the Exchangetron this round anyway, so I'm just gonna trash it. Since no one can buy it regardless, so we'll get this and that. Should I get something that only costs 3? Hopefully we're okay. I mean, again, we've got ways to burn leftovers. They've come up now. So we're going to go ahead and resupply with that. And before we go, I want to read the description of these planets that we passed by here. Macronus. So Tinnitus. The visit may be brief, but the hearing loss will last a lifetime. And the system is they live at an excruciatingly slow timescale. We charge by the hour on this planet. The Donculus system. Math is sacred to the Donculans, so do not screw up their change. They will chase you off the planet with pitchforks. Donculus, math. I mean, calculus? What? Donculus? I don't get it. And Arudi says, a planet of avid scholars, our scientists... Oh, they're erudites. Our scientists will need to translate their orders to layman, but don't let him get too smug about it. I don't understand the Donculus. We're just gonna get the power glove for the captain. Because it's so bad. That's the captain's draw pod that's broken. Yeah, that we definitely want to get fixed. Okay, an asteroid for 2 damage. Oh, we are nearing the end here. Okay. We can flambe stuff in other people's hands. I mean, we will be doing that. I guess we may as well. There's not much of a question about that. What are we going to flambe away? Maybe the raw silk, because it's not fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to burn away the engineer's raw silk. Clearly doesn't need the power this turn. He's got the quantum declonic device. Picked up an upgrade ship. That's quite nice. All right, taste test. Well, I guess I'm going to draw an Unimos remote. I guess there's no reason to ever destroy these, because they can always replenish themselves. So I'll just discard it, rather than destroy. We'll taste test again. I guess I'll keep the hall pass, and clearly destroy the leftovers. The captain only drew 4 cards. Yeah, the captain needs 2 cards. And I want to buy the walnuts. Done. Okay, we really have to get cooking here. Short circuit. Yeah, I'd like to avoid this. Since we don't know what's in our deck, it doesn't matter if we Burnalize or Power Glove first. So Burnalizing first makes sense because then it optimizes what we draw with the Power Glove. I'm going to burn the space... Well, we don't need the Space Kale, but obviously the Taste of the Future is also pretty poor. Space Kale means we might be able to buy more things. I'm going to burn the Taste of the Future. Even though it's got power, but this character doesn't need the power that much. So now I'm going to Power Glove. Now I'm going to break through. I think we're going to cheapen the mutate now. And I'm going to research and mutate. I guess I can mutate the backtrack. There's actually not a lot of good targets for the mutation. Because I can do the cook, which makes it a little easier to cook. It's not a problem. The backtrack's a little pricey, so having it have one built-in power is going to help a lot. So, the ingredient is in the discard pile. Door's busted. Okay, that's fine. Do an upgrade. I'm going to upgrade the FTL some more. Captain. I'm going to Unamasu again. I'll just play the Aegis battery for a power. Or for a shield. And then next phase. I mean, so people in chat are discussing, you know, whether pineapple pizza is a pizza or things like that. If you really want to upset traditionalists, someone could have ordered the dill pickle pizza. Because, oh man, does that break everything. Okay, we got a Claw of Duty. Okay, first of all, there's no reason not to put down Ask Around. Our goal now, so we don't need the quantum beans. Our goal now is just to end up over at Polara. Which is the third planet, which will also have break bounce, so that's fine. Polara. Northern Hemisphere is plagued by a dark energy field. Everything up there is super depressing. Oh, it's Scandinavia. Okay, I see. I mean, we'll pop this just to see. Technically stealing recharges shields, which is fine. We're gonna have to, like, kill enough time futzing around to, you know, to wait to, you know, get here after the things are cooked. So I'm just popping things to see if there's something worth just, you know, stopping by for some reason. So we got the backtrack. We've got Claw of Duty, but I don't really need to backtrack quite yet. We have Crises. Hold on. I got a Claw of Duty and get a Diploma Bot. And then I gotta play this to resolve this one, which is 2 turns away. We have another one that's 3 turns away. So all I really need to do now is, like, move 1 tile to replenish the shop, and that's it. Yeah. I'm just going to move 1 and leave a bunch of FTL charge. And slowly scooch towards 3rd. I could have backtracked somewhere else and then moved around there too. But at least this filled up our shield, which is nice. And then, yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, we prefer probably the raw silk. But yeah, I'm just going to stop the captain's turn here. And actually, the captain could maybe use the Exchangertron in case we were desperately like, wow, none of this is helping us move. Okay, that reshuffled our thing, so we can't go dumpster diving, although the chef doesn't have a dumpster dive in their hand anyway. Slippery soap. Unexpected turbulence knocks over a can of engine lubricant in the workshop, creating a slippery lawsuit waiting to happen. Rousing game of rock, paper, scissors decides that the captain and engineer have 12 turns to reach the workshop and clean it up. I don't have any ingredients. The chef doesn't have... Oh, the chef does have the raw nuts, which are going to be in the discard pile. So I should cook those. Let me make sure the engineer has... The engineer's got a Claw of Duty. Because I could Unamas the engineer. I'm wondering about Unamasing myself to see... Does anyone have one of the ingredients in their hand? No, they don't. Or if we can draw the dumpster dive card. Although they might all be in my discard pile. Discard dive, we have one in there. I think I've only unlocked the one. So there's no dumpster dive there. So no, I'm going to Unamas the engineer. Because right now he can't fix anything, but he could Claw of Duty. Can I check your discards? Yeah, you can Claw of Duty, another Claw of Duty, and... Oh no, you don't have a repair in your discard. Okay, I have to Unamas the engineer. And then we'll cook our raw nuts. Okay. So now, the only way I can cook it is we could do some moving around to swap ingredients, or the chef has to grab the free sample or the discard dive to pull it from people's hands / discard in appropriate time. The chef will just grab an Unamas remote to maybe help manipulate other people's hands again. Oh, we're so close to winning this, and this is such a hard game. Another Vexel! That's fine. The scientist could move. Well, the only place he could move is to the workshop. Which isn't bad. We could give the engineer a spun silk, and then the engineer's turn, they could give us a raw silk. Or maybe, yeah, maybe I don't even give the engineer stuff. Yeah, this crisis is going to pop into turn, there's nothing we can do about it. We'll take 2 shield damage, and that's that. I don't even know if I give the engineer stuff. I kind of don't want the engineer... The engineer doesn't really need more raw power cards. I'm just going to hang out here. And the engineer can foist a card onto us, and that's going to be okay. Hello, engineer. Space junk. Ah! Yeah, failed the second scientist. We did draw the Unamas gave us a trusty wrench, which is fantastic. A Claw of Duty, a Claw of Duty. Then I'm going to Claw of Duty. Picking up the fried fructose doesn't make any difference whatsoever here. Although I suppose I could then give the fried sucrose to the scientist, and then maybe if they can move over to the chef or something like that. I'm thinking of picking up the Unamas, and yeah, hitting someone with it. Which at this point, I think has to be the chef if we want to finish. Because you have movement, right? Yeah, you have an engage and a little bit of power. Not much, but something. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to fix everything. Yeah, right. I was just trying to decide if I was going to flip the flux inverter or not. Because then I could have bought another flux inverter or something, but I'll just get the spun silk. Okay. Oh, you're right, the captain doesn't need power. That's true. Invasion. Well, it's a good thing we're getting out of here. I could... Oh, let me do that now. I'm going to captain's order myself to here, and then I'll be able to immediately move back to the pilot's, the cockpit by playing Engage. Already in the workshop. Resolved. Excellent. Now, I'm going to Burnalizer. I'm going to burn the Escaround. We really don't need it anymore. I'll engage. I may as well max out our power some more. And we'll just end up at a safe system. A little closer to our target. Oh man, we're so close. We just need to cook 2 things. There are quantum beans, which are probably worth adding because it might give us a few more options. Nah. Don't buy it. We're gonna try to let the chef buy that. Here, more burnalizers to the captain. Yeah, I am a secret scout ship, pretending to be a food truck. Boom! I can dodge it. Or you take the damage, and then play the Aegis battery. I think I might take the damage. I mean, there's 2 turns, though. But then we could do a deep dive for the cards to start cooking. I'm going to take the damage, because I kind of want this to end. Okay, we're going to start with a taste test on our own stuff. I'm going to take the discard dive, there we go, which is good because we got the power. I'm going to destroy the leftovers. Now, I'm assuming someone's got an ingredient in their trash. Hopefully. I can still cancel if it turns out I was wrong. There we go. Fried fructose. Perfect. Throw that in the pot. Now, I only have to do the beans, which the chef's actually going to be able to buy himself here. Let's flambe something. There's a couple of really good targets there. Yeah. Well, I really don't need the foresight. I was like, wait, where's the scientist? I forgot he was over there. Unamossing myself wouldn't make a difference right now. Scientist is next. I think the... You know what, with the scientist? I'm trying to decide... We know our dumpster dive is gone. So with the chef... The next card he can get that lets him steal an ingredient for someone is going to be the nitro in the scientist's hand. So I actually don't want the scientist to draw that right now, because then it would go in the discard pile. I want him to play his turn normally and then have then draw out his next turn. So I don't want the scientist to draw a card. I think that it adds to our chances of things lining up okay. Captain definitely doesn't need anything, though. Maybe I'll just Unamoss myself. None of that's helpful. Okay. Let's buy the quantum beans. So now we have 2 quantum beans kicking around, one of which is in the chef's actual stuff. I could buy a second item, but I don't think there's any reason to do that. So I'm just going to end turn. Space chunk. Alright. Life support gets hit again. I'm gonna burnalize away the raw silk. I think that means the burnalizer's at the top of my deck. So I'm gonna Umanos myself, the scientist. Yeah, there we go. Burnalizer. And I'm just gonna kill one of these silks. Thin this out a little bit, make it that much more likely that I might draw that ingredient. And that's the turn. Maybe I'll grab the claw. Hello, engineer. Short circuit. Okay, we have to dodge this or we'll take a bunch of... Oh, no! This is shield drain! Never mind. Yeah, we're only taking 1 shield damage here. So that's fine. I thought it was actual damage, so that's no worries. We're going to duct tape the life support together. This'll totally work fine. We're going to Burnalize away this raw silk, which is not a very great source of power. And then I'm going to Trusty Wrench to fix our shields. Okay. Come on, next phase. Oh, okay, this can happen sometimes. If you... Oh, it went. Sometimes if you click too fast while there's an animation, it can get stuck. That's mostly something we've seen in the multiplayer. Wait for the animation to completely play out before you click a button, because sometimes it can get a little stuck. Captain. Crisis, something stinks. Coming from the workshop. Not only is something possibly very broken there, but it's totally distracting, and man, oh man, come on! Okay, so first of all, does the scientist have their ingredient in their hand? They do not. Does the chef have the ability to steal? He does have a free sample. So I think what I'd like to do is if we can draw cards for someone, we'd like the scientist to draw cards, try to get their ingredient in their hand. Oh, his ingredient in the shield's coming, or the animation of the shield's coming back up, yeah. Well, I can just Diploma Bot anyway to start off with and resolve that. Done. We turn the workshop out upside down, only breathing when absolutely necessary. At last we discover a culprit, a rotting mammon egg witch, which was stuffed in the junction box. Looks like the captain's been sleepwalking again. We jettison the disgusting thing before it can do any damage, and look forward to finding some breathable atmosphere so we can crack a window. Okay, I'm gonna Claw of Duty. Hang on. I haven't engaged, right? Yeah. And lots of power. So I think I'll just grab the Burnalizer. I'm gonna kill the normal backtrack here. We don't need to do that much backtracking. Don't need my quantum beans regardless, but... Okay, there's no crises. We could backtrack, then engage. Let's take a look at the map and see if that's what we want to do. I kind of just want to scooch... Oh, there's nothing new to buy here. Maybe what I'll do is I'll backtrack to here and then move there. We'll still be close, but there'll be a couple of new... I think from here we can... Yeah, we can cut through here and then go to 3rd if we want, or if we need to buy more time, we can go south. I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh! Yeah, I can't move. You're right. If I had the teleport or something, I could go and give it to the chef or a hall pass, but I don't. Go to Integris. Punch it! Yeah, we've been here before, so there's nothing new. So then, oh wait, do I want the claw? Actually, yeah, hold on. Oh, Burn of Exel. Now we're going to engage. I may as well play the Quantum Beans. And go to Zircon. Our engineers from Zircon. These are the most even-tempered people in the galaxy. Space Pirates! Discard 4 power, random card from every player's hand is lost forever? I don't have 4 power. Okay, that's fine. Whew. That could have been terrible. Crisis, Mr. Jingles! Oh, right, the lab rat. So free samples, we can steal a card. I'm gonna grab one of these gamma toasters from the captain. Are you just screwed if the Space Pirates take your super rare ingredient? I think you might just be, yeah. Suppose, okay, the engineer doesn't have a repair in hand. Maybe I should just take the engineer's flux inverter so that he draws something new. I think I will. Maybe he can do something with the claw. Now I should be able to cook the beans from my discard. Perfect. Yeah, I think it would ruin the game, because I don't think you can get another copy of it. If our Great White Truffle, or presumably if our Nitro Preservative goes away. Unless the pirates are coded not to take those, I don't know. Oh yeah, we don't have a fast track, and we don't have a breakthrough, so yeah, you're right, the scientists can't research anymore. Which it turns out is fine, because we don't really need to research any more than that. Scientists can't do science things without personal crisis, yeah. Just in pure support mode now. Okay, asteroid, 2 damage, that's fine. Let me... Oh no, Burnalize will shuffle our things. We needed the Claw first. Which I'll grab a Claw of Duty. I just want to see if there was another the Claw first, because I'd rather Claw the Claw, and then into Claw of Duty. Yeah, I'll just grab a duct tape. Burnalizer. Destroying a taste of the future. Good. And then exterminate a Vexel. Excellent. Okay. Duct tape the shields. Yeah. This is fine. Alright, Captain Asteroid. So, what I have to check here is the scientist... Oh, you have the Preservatate in your hand. So what we want is we want the chef to have a free sample, which he's got, and a little bit more power so he can actually cook it. So I'm going to want to Unamas the chef. I'll just get rid of the claw. Then I'm going to Gamma Toaster the Gamma Toaster. We'll overdrive. And yeah, I think next turn we're going to have everything cooked. So I'm just going to park myself next to here. In fact, I think we've already been here, which is great. Because I don't want to hit an accidental, like, warp thing. Oh, that doesn't connect over here. There we go. So I'll park here so that next turn we can just jump to Polara and I think finish the game. I think so. And then we go to Rimworld. Welcome back. God, this is a tough game. Alright. Next phase. I'll just buy something expensive. The Gamma Toaster goes away. There we go. We have an engaged and everything. Okay, door's busted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to free sample the Nitro Preservative to my hand. Then I'm going to cook. Hang on, I need energy. So I need to taste test and get something worth some energy. Perfect. Bring the Refined Silk in my hand. Cook with the Refined Silk. The Preservative. Finishing our last dish. Wait, it'll let me cook the blue meat. That's interesting. I guess because it was a valid ingredient for this dish. Even though we didn't need it. But that's a good way to thin things out. Excellent. Okay. The captain's got 2 cards. Between Overdrive and Engage, got 2 cards that you can move with. So I'm just gonna, just to avoid losing, I'm gonna give a card to the engineer. just in case something really weird is going on. Extra meat. Yeah! Double meat. Costs extra. Door's busted. That's fine. Oh, we do still have a research card. Yeah. Okay. I mean, like, just in case I could be like, let's get a fast track. In case I care about doing more research, but I don't. I guess we had 3 in there. Start a new RimWorld playthrough, 4 pawns representing characters in the game. Yeah, we get the mod where you, you actually do a restaurant where people, like, buy food and stuff. Sort of like hospitality taken to the next level. Here, I'm just gonna Unamas remote the captain, actually. Just in case something really weird happens. I'll do one last upgrade because I can. Trusty wrench for the max. We're gonna end up, well, depending on what the random event is, we might end up with a ship in perfect condition. Buy some leftovers. We haven't had to buy many leftovers. Might just be our second, maybe our third. That's a sign of a good run, because if you get sort of in a cycle where you're stuck behind leftovers, especially on the captain, then the captain can't move. Okay, draw pods busted. I think we just arrive at Polara. Yeah, you're right. We did lose a bit of the hull. That's true. I forgot about that. Things were very dire for a little while there on Wednesday. There was an incredibly dire period, but we made it through. And now, what? Our hot bagito was a hit on Polara. The locals were wolfing it down like it was the last meal they'd ever eat. Then the Baccalaurean invaders arrived, and for a lot of them, it was. Xanos the Conqueror is demanding that we feed his troops, when suddenly, our weird blue fanboy shows up. He nervously offers the warlord a bite of his, that's not what we brought here. It's a hot bagito. His Sarkonian sushi taco. This is the repairman, right? Da 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 da. Day is saved. Xanos, Conquistador. So this is food. I'm openly weeping as I type this. I've struggled my entire life with an emptiness that compelled me to endlessly invade defenseless planets in hopes that my next conquest might fill the gaping hole in my heart. But now that I've had dinner at the Galaxy Gourmet, I don't feel I need any more. It's been replaced by the radiant joy and a desire to hug every man, woman, and larva in the galaxy. I ordered the Sarkonian sushi tacos with the pink yum yum sauce. Bit disappointing that there's a bit of a glitch there where it's naming the wrong thing. Maybe it's because we didn't finish it in one sitting. 3 stars! This is not an easy game, but as you can see, with some strategic play, you can mitigate a lot of problems and end up in good position. There you go. So there is a difficulty above what we played. We played on Tai Hot, which is the hard difficulty, but you can go all the way to Dragon Sweat, and maybe we'll do that next time. Next time. It's the same. The galaxy is the same between Tai Hot and Dragon Sweat, but and in Tai Hot, a random door, lab, and draw pod are broken. With Dragon Sweat, all draw pods are broken, which is brutal, and we have a time limit, a number of turns. It's real hard, but maybe we'll have to see what we can do next time. For now, what we're going to do is we are going to switch over to the world of the Rim. Boop. Like that. But I'm actually going to take a short break because I'm going to go pee. And everyone should get up, stretch their legs. When we get back, RimWorld. Oh, the pizza might be here too. I got to go and check on it. All right, Essential's up, but I'm going to check on it while I'm up anyway. Boop. Be right back. Not end of stream. Break time.